Hi guys, good afternoon, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I will be discussing what I thought of the incredible, super satisfying, solid second season of the hit Netflix show Mindhunter. The full season 2 dropped 2 days ago on Netflix, and I just finished binging it now, and there is a lot to talk about. Now, before I begin, of course, please be warned, I will be recapping or reviewing all of season 2, not by episode, not episode by episode, just a recap of the full season, review of the full season. So this will be full of massive spoilers if you're not caught up. If you're currently watching season 2 and you're not finished yet, do not keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing major spoilers and plot details and case details. Speaking of case details, for those of you who might be sensitive to such topics as murder, serial murder, sexual assault, criminal profiling, I will be discussing and talking about those topics because they are hot points throughout this series, throughout this show, especially this season. So you have been warned in case you're sensitive to such topics. That being said, let's jump right into it. Okay, this was my most anticipated show of the year, and right behind Stranger Things Season 3 and Game of Thrones Season 8 and a few other shows that I was looking forward to, all of which very much satisfied me. But this one was the most anticipated show that I was looking forward to all year, and it did not disappoint. I was very, very happy with how it turned out. This was another solid, much bigger in scale and storytelling season, and I absolutely loved every minute of it. I mean, it was just so damn gripping and engaging, and it was just so thought-provoking too, much like the first season, and the second season was able to do that and then some. I mean, like I said, in terms of scale and storytelling, it was so much bigger. They interviewed so many more serial killers. Ed Kemper came back for a great cameo bit. We had some amazing performances by the cast in this show, both criminal and law enforcement type alike. Everybody did a phenomenal job. And then the whole storyline with the Atlanta child murders was absolutely fascinating and just done and told really well. And, like I said, great performances by our lead characters and then our serial killer characters as well. I loved how the opening shot of the season was, we weren't sure if we were going to see if this woman was going to find a murdered victim in her bathroom or if she was going to catch a murderer in the act. But what it actually was the wife of the BTK killer, a.k.a. Dennis Rader, performing in some bizarre sex act, which looks like included masturbating himself while using something to choke himself to enhance the pleasure or something. Freaked out his wife. She goes off running, and then throughout the season we see that his sexual deviance is only aggravating and growing and accelerating. And by the final shot in the final episode of this season, it looks like he is not slowing down at all. And of course, what I loved most about the opening of this season was that it immediately picks up where season 1 left off. The first words that Tench has to hold in is, "Where the fuck have you been?" I just loved the delivery of that line. I loved Holt McCallany's performance, and I loved his storyline throughout this whole season. I have a pretty good feeling that this is this is where they're blending fact with fiction. I mean, almost all of the serial killers and the Atlanta child murders are all based on real life, and it's all entirely factual for the most part. But the character of Bill Tench is indeed fictional. I think he's based on the partner of the real-life John Douglas, whom Holden Ford's character is based off of. I think the storyline of his son showing sociopathic behavior and becoming increasingly distant was just created for this season of this show, but it was a fascinating storyline. And it looks like all those fan theories from season 1, because when season 1 dropped, everybody started immediately guessing and speculating that poor Bill and his wife were raising a future potential serial killer. And it looks like with the storyline that we got with this season with poor Brian certainly seemed to cement or almost prove that factoid. And in fact, I'm very happy with the way the season ended. It felt like no way did it feel like as bad a cliffhanger as season one, or season one left me wanting so much more. This season, it felt like it came almost full circle. It like had a proper conclusion story to it. Bottom line, no huge cliffhanger. The only thing that we are left wondering is where did Nancy and Brian go? Obviously, they left Bill because she wanted to start a new life due to the murderous indiscretions of their adopted son, where Bill was torn between his job and his home life, and now it seems like he ultimately ends up paying for it with his family leaving him. So that's probably the bigger cliffhanger of this season finale, beside a tease that BTK is not slowing down in his sexual violent escapades. So, but overall, what a season. I mean, I got exactly what I wanted to see. More riveting one-on-one interviews with serial killers, more awesome story telling, and great character development. I love the fact that this season we got to see personal drama with both Wendy and Bill, where season one we primarily dealt with the personal drama of Holden and his girlfriend, who soon became his ex-girlfriend at the end of season one. This season, it was about the new romantic relationship Wendy had with this woman she met at the bar that unfortunately did not end well. And then, of course, we had the other drama going on amongst Bill, his wife, and their adopted son. All while this is going on, they're profiling BTK, who's now on their horizon, and they're interviewing countless other murderers. So I love the fact that season two changed things up a bit from season one in terms of, like, season one was primarily about closed or cold cases and interviewing the captured and convicted serial killers, where season two they're able to actually apply and use this knowledge for very active cases like the BTK killer and the Atlanta child murders. So that was like really fascinating to watch. Such a solid season. I'm so happy that it satisfied me almost on every level. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. There is no official confirmation or word yet if this show is getting a third season or not, but it seems pretty likely the way they ended it. So hopefully we'll hear something from Netflix or David Fincher very soon. So guys, what did you think of Mindhunter season 2? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you enjoy it more than season 1 or like it less than season 1? I want to hear your thoughts, opinions, and your feedback down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend. Mindhunter seasons 1 and 2 are now streaming on Netflix. Enjoy, and I hope you come back for more season reviews like this one once you subscribe to this channel. Thanks again for watching, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.